I'm sure everyone out there has heard there was an election. Welcome back to Weekly Highlights. This week it's November 1st through the 7th, and as you can see, we are outside.
A little change of scenery today.
Weather's been so beautiful, we decided to step out and see what we could do outside. So,
Absolutely.
here we are. So let's start with how we felt. So, how did you feel this week?
I had a lot of positive expectation this week, but I also worried, and I'll talk about that in a little while.
It's fair. I felt the same way, real positive. Very uncertain again about all sorts of things. There's just a lot of uncertainty right now, but I felt very positive and I didn't let it get me down, you know, I just felt good. Sometimes it's weird, you just feel good, sometimes you just feel bad. And it was a week to feel good. So yeah, we both felt positive this week, but you wanted to talk about something else. We both have a little something to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about something that I noticed about myself this week. So I actually talked to a couple of friends this week, which hasn't been that typical since the whole pandemic. And I noticed that afterwards that I was really unsure about if we were doing the right things and all that kind of thing. And I noticed that the only time I ever really feel unsure or if I'm second guessing our decisions is after I talk to somebody else. And I'm not saying that it's somebody else is making me feel that way. I just noticed that I do a lot of comparing and trying to figure out, like, are they right? Am I right? You know, who's right? What should we be doing? Because I'm always worried about doing the right thing. So I realize that second guessing myself is like second nature and that I do it a lot. So I'm always comparing myself to other people or just trying to determine, like, am I a good person? Am I a good wife? Am I a good daughter, mother? That's one gets me a lot. Like, am I being a good mom? And kind of comparing myself to others to see where I land and on that good or bad scale. But that's really keeping me from enjoying the year that we have decided to have, and I was really excited about. But I noticed that I'm really letting other people's decisions and what they're deciding kind of affect how I feel about what we're doing here. So kind of wanted to just talk about that really quick because I worry about those things, and I worry if I'm fitting in, if I'm likable, because I do feel like a lot of the decisions that we make or the way that we live our lives or the things that we're interested in aren't really the norm. So I feel different a lot, and then I could talk about that for hours probably. I could do a whole video on that, but now that I realize what's going on, that I do that a lot, I'm excited because now I can do something about it. And I'm really tired of second guessing all of my decisions. So I'm excited to now just pay more attention and to practice feeling confident, because all the decisions we make have led us to where we are, which is a place
we enjoy,
that we really like. So just want to practice being confident in my decisions and remembering that there is no right or wrong answer, especially in these sort of times during this pandemic, and also whatever it is that we decide to do. There's no right or wrong. There's just a right for us and there's a right for other people. So I kind of want to just put it on the calendar, get it on the weekly highlights. So next year, maybe when we're reviewing these videos,
where we've come, how we've come, how far we've come,
I can see how far I've come and how different it feels to make decisions confidently instead of making a decision and then second guessing it all of the time. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me. How about you?
Well, I just want to talk about decisions a little bit myself. So your I don't want to say issue, but your issue you're talking about is after the fact, worrying about decisions, and in the moment maybe you're okay with the decision you make, but later when comparing or when hearing other information, then you're like, oh, did we do that right? My issue with decisions is more on the front end. Not being able to have enough information to make a decision is my issue. So I'm indecisive in the fact that I can be paralyzed by the amount of information I have, or I can be not even ready to make a decision because I don't have enough information. So it's a pain. But
which means that making decisions around here is
tricky.
Yeah, it takes us a while.
Sometimes. For certain things, I guess it's when it's a perfect storm on both sides is when it becomes tricky. If you can help me with the information issue and I can help you with the not comparison issue, it's helpful. But if we're both kind of stuck in our game, then it's doubly difficult.
Right.
And I've recently changed the way that I make decisions, that I'm much more interested in checking in with myself and how I actually feel. What's my gut feeling about it? What's my intuition about this? Because I used to do that too, get a lot of information, and I never felt like there was a clear enough answer.
Yeah, there's never going to be enough information. I mean, for me. And there is, but I could keep gathering information is what I'm trying to say, forever. But yeah, that's my issue with decisions. I just wanted to touch on that too. If anyone else out there has that over-analysis issue, I don't know if it's just personality type or learned behavior, but yeah, that's me. But anyways, that's really why we wanted to talk about decisions. Is we spent a lot of time this week thinking about decisions, trying to make decisions, writing down all the decisions we have to make, and just trying to get to a good place together on some big topics. So
Right. Feeling good about it.
But also, the weather was great this week, so we spent a lot of time outside.
So nice.
Just playing, getting odd jobs done, riding our bikes. The kids just spent a bunch of time outside, sitting on the trampoline.
No
walking
jackets,
around.
no hats.
Yeah,
The kids were wearing shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. So we're taking advantage of the warm weather while we can. And we got the roof fixed, hopefully.
Yes, so no worries,
Round
everybody
two.
out there. The
Anyone's keeping
roof
tabs
is
on
officially fixed.
We're good to go. So that felt good to get that done. That was another one of the nice things we were waiting for, a nice warm day to complete.
Yeah, and we didn't think we were going to get another bike ride in, but we are.
Yeah, we're hoping to, go enjoy the beautiful
Yeah,
day
we got to ride up and down the road all week.
Yeah, so what else? And another big thing this week was the election. I'm sure everyone out there has heard there was an election. If you haven't, I don't know what you're... I've paid attention much less this year than I have since, in 2000, was when we could
So
start
like
voting.
the debates and all the news and all
Yeah,
that kind of
it's
stuff.
been about 20
You've
years,
been still
though.
informed, though.
Oh yeah, but much less, It's been 20 years, and this is probably the first year I've kind of distanced myself a little bit more, even just for the sake of sanity, maybe, I don't know. But obviously still involved, still interested. But, the decision was made this week. We voted by mail this time, which was nice.
That was new for us.
Yeah. We figured it was going to be busy and just didn't want to deal with going and milling around with a bunch of people. We had no idea how it was going to be come November. So we got our ballots. We filled them out a few weeks ago, and
Sent them in. Easy
hopefully
peasy.
they were counted right. I think they were. No, I'm quite sure everything's fine here. If not, it is what it is. That's one of the reasons I stepped away from politics so much, is there's only so much I can control, and I'm not going to be one of these huge cheerleaders for any particular person, candidate, party, cause. I played that game for a while, trying to influence everyone and trying to be this big cheerleader, and it just gets tiring. So I just try to focus on what I can change and stick with that. So that was the big thing this week. And
not getting angry, right?
for sure.
That was one of our, kind of our themes too, was like not getting upset and angry, not getting upset at other people for what they're saying and believing, and not getting upset and angry about what the politicians are doing and saying, and all that kind of
just
stuff.
staying in my own business.
Yes,
pretty
staying
much.
in our own lane, exactly.
Easy. And then the last thing this week?
Yeah, maybe you can hear, I don't know, the piano arrived. And we didn't even wait for the movers to leave before we started playing it.
Well, they wanted us. They were like, "Hey, do you know anything? Can you play?" So they
That's
were
true.
excited about it too. They were all. We had the movers from local moving crew in town. They 4 young guys took care of it much better than me, and
They did an amazing
The
job.
dads
It was really stress-free.
Yeah.
It was really stress-free. I did not worry about it at
No.
all, and that was
priceless.
Yeah, that was great.
priceless.
They showed up in the big truck. They had the right equipment. They got it up.
Yeah,
No
they
problem.
knew
Got
exactly
it
how
in,
to
no
move it. They had
problem.
all the equipment, the ramps, the
Whatever.
little wheelie things,
The
all the
muscles.
things, the muscle,
They had
the
it.
manpower,
Yeah,
exactly.
They got it.
So maybe you can hear our oldest son playing it right now. Maybe you can't, but we'll probably post something of somebody playing
Oh,
it
yeah.
just so you
We've
can
all.
hear it. It sounds so good. We haven't gotten it tuned since it's gotten here, but we have not stopped playing
No,
it.
and it doesn't sound bad
Every
at all.
one of us has
Sounds
been on
great.
there. It's been really enjoyable to hear and to see and all the things. Love it. Love it.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
And that's about it. It was another quick week, of course. Every week. But next week we'll look
We
forward
do
to
have some exciting things in the works, but it's just really hard to talk about them when they're
in the
such
works.
baby ideas right now. So stay tuned. We do have some things coming up, and that's partly why we had to make so many decisions. And yeah,
We're getting there.
we are getting there. And you know what? This is going to be such a fun and exciting year, even if it's just because I will stop second guessing my decisions. So I'm really pumped about that.
And we have a piano.
Yes, and we have the piano.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
we'll,
Dreams coming true.
we're getting there.
No
All right.
doubt.
That's it for this week.
Thanks for hanging out with us all the way to the end of the video. If you want more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye.